Okay guys, today we're going to be breaking down the biggest mistakes that I see beginners make in boxing. And it's running before you walk. Now, I don't blame everybody for it. Boxing is exciting, it's fast-paced, explosive when you see it on the TV, but that's not where we need to start. Okay, I've been coaching beginners for years, and this mindset mistake is one that everybody goes through right at the beginning, and it's the one that really puts a halt on the beginning of their journey. Most beginners feel like they've got to do everything straight away. They see all these people on TV, they see the experienced fighters, or they go to the fight shows and they're seeing the way they're reacting, they see how slick they are, how coordinated things are, the head movement, the power in the shots, the snap, even the way they're taking the punches without flinching and closing their eyes. Okay, then when the beginner, again, maybe yourself, or you see beginners at the gym now, and after a session, where you've been taken on the pads, you're doing some sparring, and straight away that it's not clicking. You're not looking like the fight you're trying to imitate, or the fight that you look up to, and it's not working for you. And all of a sudden, you start to crumble, and you start thinking, "Wow, maybe I just wasn't born for this, or my body's not right for this." It's not. Again, everybody is completely individual, and this sport more than any really shows that. Slow it down. Again, all these fighters in the same place you've been. Slow it right down, take it right back to the basics, yep. Again, all the fighters, you see all the fighters had their hands down, the ones with the countering here, or again, all the big knockout artists. These guys have been training technique over and over and over and over. It's boring, it's repetitive, yeah. But that's how they get there. They didn't just walk into the gym. Mike Tyson didn't just walk in at 13 and what boom and start to say that. Again, he had to learn that head movement, yeah. He's getting jabbed away. He went there because again he was getting beat up on to start with on the street, yeah. Again, your nasty and Hammer didn't go into the gym with his hands. So everyone has to learn the basics. I think of it as driving. When you're going for your driving lessons and before you test that you're learning to drive, 10-2 with your hands, to a mirror signal, when you do your test, after your test, once you got to those bits, you start seeing people relax, the shoulders are down, nothing's so tense. The same thing with boxing, during the shoulders start coming down, you're turning things over, boom, things aren't happening naturally, you're looking through your eyebrows, you're not, so your chin's not up in the air. These things come, but they don't happen straight away. Like I said, the problem is you're comparing yourself to these people on TV, these people on Instagram, TikTok. These people that they're doing there, that's their finished product. Yeah, for a lot of these people, you're at the beginning. You're comparing your chapter 1, yeah, to their chapter 10. It's not gonna compare. Okay, I have boxers and kickboxers, guys that are, again, in their first 5 fights, who've only been doing it a few years, they're comparing themselves and expecting themselves to compete at a level of people who've been doing it 10 plus years, and are beating themselves up and getting themselves upset over it. And ambition is great, yeah. Again, and having that delusion of being the best and I can beat these people is great. And I think I genuinely believe that every fighter needs to have that, but there needs to be that realism of knowing that, again, that hard work beats talent, yeah, if talent's lazy, but having hard work and talent is where it's at, and you can only have that through repeat, yep. Because boxing is a skill sport. Yeah, there's the things to remember, the things to coordinate. Again, you got to get into your stance. You ain't just got to remember stance. You got to remember the punch. You got to remember the punch and protect your chin. You got to remember the punch, protect your chin, and look at what's coming. You got to be able to cope with punches being thrown at you, kicks being thrown at you under pressure. Again, controlling that breathing. It's not just tiring to punch at people. It's also tiring to get hit, to tuck up, to breathe when you're getting punched. So you're not so tight, you're not so tense. Because again, that's how a lot of people get out of breath, is get tired. It's through being hit at as well as throwing back. There's so many things going on. Again, and if you're trying to jump in the deep end straight away, okay, you're going to drown. So slow it down, guys. Slow it right down and take it right back down to the basics. And again, I promise you, this ain't me preaching. Yeah, this is me. What I say to my guys, to the guys in the club every day. Yeah, slow it down. Walk first. Another thing that people just rush into is thinking that they're fit. And again, this ain't no dig or disrespect to any other sport, because again, boxing fitness, I believe, is the toughest fitness there is out there. Combat fitness is by far the hardest. Again, the anaerobic parts of it, so they're being able to continually work mixed in with the explosive work. There isn't anything like it. Again, you've got to be able to think whilst you're being put under pressure of people punching on you, and then being able to punch back. There isn't fitness like it. You can be the best runner in the world, but you put a pair of gloves on, you get in the ring with someone, and after 2 minutes, 3 minute round, you're gonna gas. Yeah. So again, the fitness is something that's completely underrated when people first get involved in it. You're gonna be out of breath. Again, what I do in all my sessions, whether I'm coaching or I'm training myself, you get a skipping rope, and we get that free round, again, a minimum of 3 to 5 rounds of 3 minutes skip, just jumping rope, skip. I'll break a video down on that when my brother-in-law's back from Japan, seeing Disneyland, seeing Mickey and the crew. But yeah, jumping rope. Then into shadow boxing, and again, everyone feels awkward in shadow boxing. Again, everyone's there, but just punching out to the air. Just get back to the fundamentals. Get in your stance in shadow boxing. Chin down, look through your eyebrows, punch and twist. Don't let your elbows come out. Keep them down. Just keep it basic. If you're not sure, you're not confident to start with, just the basics. Think punch, move, punch, twist, punch, slip. Yep. So again, you're putting all of it together. Basics. Build upon that. Once you've got the basics, then you start adding in the bit to get slick. A lot of guys early on, when they first start training, feel like they've got to jump straight into sparring. They feel that sparring pressure. And again, it's something that I believe you take your time with. If you haven't got your coach there with you, and the coach hasn't said, yeah, go on, give it a go, again, I highly recommend you just step back. You don't need to do that yet. Focus on your mitts, focus on the bag work, focus on your shadow boxing. Again, tighten the skills, get yourself in the boxing classes. If you're new to it, jumping into sparring is 100% going to be a back step for you. Again, if it's something you haven't done. Don't get me wrong, yet there's a time and a place to learn to take a slap, because that's what happens. But there's nothing worse than having your confidence knocked. If you haven't learned to keep your hands up, and you're in with someone, you're getting tired, and someone starts punching on you, it's going to knock your confidence. It's going to send you back, and it's going to make you think about people punching you, as opposed to thinking about your technique and your form. Again, walk before we run. Yeah, just learn to swim in that shallow end first before we dive into that deep end and drown. Every experienced fighter that you admire, every single boxer that you look up to, every fighter that you've watched for the years, have all started exactly where you are now. Tired, unfit, unsure, second guess themselves. The difference is they stuck at it. Yet they stayed patient. Slow process done properly beats rush process every single time. Yeah, remember that. Yeah, slow process done properly beats rush process every single time. That's the mindset that I want you to take away from this. Guys, if you're new to boxing, kickboxing, and you like this sort of content, then again, please, if you can, subscribe, drop us a like, drop us a comment on other things you want me to break down, what you want me to go through. Again, if you check out some of our other videos, again, we break down the fundamentals all the time, because guys, if you want to train hard, you have to train safe. I hope you really enjoyed it. Again, it was just a quick one. We're waiting for my videographer and editor to come back in, so we can have some high quality videos coming back out again soon. But it won't be long. We'll have it all back up next week. Guys, big love. Peace.